I need to focus out on my phone after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with no one else other than Henry Wright from Henry Wright TV. Henry, how you feeling after that, mate?
Title race.
Title race. You haven't got
title race.
the camera. The mic will be.
Title race. No, all jokes aside, the mentality is changing. That's what you're going to title this video. The mentality is changing. Late winners against Sheffield United and Liverpool, going to the Emirates, getting a point, beating United, undefeated, second in the league, second most goals scored, no Kane, right? Honestly, I'm lost for words. I'm absolutely lost for words. In there, everyone's going nuts, and he's not doing like. To be fair, the second half, Liverpool defended well. They made it hard for us. No space in behind. We kept going and kept going and kept going, and you know, the law of averages and volume. We got our goal, and now we've got Luton, Wolves, Palace, and Fulham. If we play like we have the last 7 games, we'll be 11 games in, unbeaten, mate. Like the vibes at Pochettino were good, but we can never really get over the line against these sort of teams. And it's the first time we've beaten Liverpool in 6 years.
3 top 6 teams played in the first 7 games, undefeated against all of them.
Yep.
But let me just wind back a little bit. We're all very excited about the result.
Title race. Say it with me.
I've been saying it. You can't not ask the question.
What's the difference between what we're doing now and what Arsenal did last year? What is the difference?
There's no difference. If Arsenal were still in the title race, Tottenham were in the title race. If Tottenham aren't in
week.
100%. But let's focus on the game for a minute there, Henry. Look, obviously there was 2 red cards. I don't know if you saw or have seen the replay. The first red card, massive decision from the referee. He gave it a yellow. The VAR came in. I've seen it on the replay. To me, it looked like a typical red card that gets overturned, a typical yellow that gets overturned into a red card all day long. You see it all the time. I've had people texting me, Liverpool fans, saying it's a disgrace. The game of football is nothing like it used to be. I mean, was it a red card?
Yes, it was, and I'll show you exactly why. Right, look at this picture here. That is a red card.
A bit higher. There you go.
Look at that. That is a red card.
It is a red card.
If I did that in public, I'm getting done for assault, mate. Look, on a performance in a whole, it wasn't that great. I'm not going to lie. But we got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. The red card, the first red card, you know, if Basuma's not the sort of player to stay down, is he? It's a high tackle. Referee goes to the air, look at it right. They give it the second one. They give it the second yellow. Second red card. A lot of people who are messaging on Twitter. It's a dive. It's harsh. I
haven't seen the second.
Arsenal winning seconds. I did not see it. I haven't seen it, mate. But
I prefer not to speak.
Yeah, I think. Now listen. All jokes aside, the referee. It's about time, mate. It's about time. How many times have we played Liverpool and it's not gone our way? Those sort of decisions, how many times?
Well, let me ask you some questions. Okay, so the referee, I was actually begging for the referee to stay out of this game. I was hoping it was going to be a game where the 2 teams could just play. Look, the referee did get involved. It did go our way on the day. But I have to ask, we got the red card. We went 1-0 up. They got back into the game, as Liverpool did against Newcastle. At half-time, were you worried?
Yeah, well, I said to everyone in the stand, I said, this is exactly what they did against Liverpool. The only difference is they brought Núñez on. I don't know what Klopp's game plan was, because when he went to the first red card happened, Curtis Jones, he went to a 5-4 with no striker, and it was Salah and Szoboszlai were moving a lot, rotating. Second one he went to a flat 4-4 and a keeper, but like I was questioning Postecoglou. I was like, why is he taking off Son? The game, 20 minutes to go, 9 men. Why are you taking off Son? Then he took Maddison off, and I'm thinking now.
Let me ask you about that. When those changes happened, we went down to 9 men. To me, it came across like Tottenham weren't really going for it, and even the pace of the game slowed down. We were passing it around. It was very frustrating for me. I felt like there's never going to be a better time to go for the jugular against a 9-man Liverpool team, and it felt like losing their second man was almost like a reason for Tottenham, or it came across like we took our foot off the gas, and it really frustrated me. I don't know if you feel the same.
Yeah, I did. When I saw the substitutions, I'm like, we're playing for a draw. Everyone said it around me, we're playing for a draw. But we rode, we kept going, and it's, what's that now? Porro's been involved in a goal. We've had, 9 different goal scorers. Son again scoring. That's another, I think he's got the 3rd most amount of goals against the big 6 sides.
Was Sonny great today, though? To me, I know he got the goal, but I thought he was had an off day.
On an off day, Maddison I didn't think was great. Kulusevski I didn't think was great. Everything. It's like in the second half, all we were trying to do is feed Kulusevski, but I'm thinking that is why we need Perisic. You got Veliz, who's aerially dominant, and Richie in the box. Perisic on the money every single time.
To be honest, that was probably the most frustrating thing. You bring on Veliz and you've got Richarlison, and then there was no message that got sent to Kulusevski. I get it. It felt like he was maybe he thought like he was the only one that was creative that was left that could do something in those final 10 minutes. But to me, I was screaming, put it in the air. Yeah. Put the ball in the air. You've got 2 wonderful headers of the ball in the box right now. Put it in the air, and he didn't do it. I know we got the win in the end, but if we're going to critique the game, we have to kind of call it out. I feel like you bring on 2 target men, and then you don't put it in the air once.
No, all we were doing was passing around the 6-yard box. Romero on the edge of the box most of the time. Bissouma, Højbjerg comes in. I didn't think the substitutions were great, mate. I'm not going to lie. I mean, the only as I say constructive point you can give Postecoglou that Conte didn't do is he's not afraid to change it. The amount of times he set under Conte 3-5-2, 3-4-3, and the same players are playing. He went, son, you're not doing much. Off you come. That takes big cojones, mate. 100%. But you know, that's what the sort of stuff Pep does. But we are 7 games in, undefeated in the league, like you said, playing Man United, Arsenal and Liverpool. We got our next 4 games are relatively good fixtures.
Luton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, and who was the other one?
Wolves, who obviously beat City today. We could be 11 games in. I don't want to say it. We could be 11 games in. And then all of a sudden, everyone always says after 10 games...
You say you don't want to say it, the very first...
Title race, I am saying it, we are in a title race.
The very first words you said on the show.
Title race! Honestly, why not? We've got 1 game a week, we've got 14 games between now and January into the FA Cup.
Because, the reason why we can't, and I know people in the comments are going to sit there and say the interview was too negative. I'm not, I'm playing devil's advocate, but to me, the reason why we can't be that, or we shouldn't be that, progressive with our thoughts just yet is because when you look at the bench and who came off the bench today, you brought on Ollie Skip and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Veliz. We don't have that many options. We don't have depth.
We've always said if we can get to January, you know, injury free, and bring in another, we desperately need another 9. As much as Son's finishing ability is insane, we lack that movement in the box. If you watch the way Haaland, right? Admittedly, he's a fantastic finisher, but he's causing problems all the time. And with Son, it's one play, it's behind. We haven't got an aerially dominant striker, who can. I mean, Veliz has played 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's too early to judge, but mate,
did he touch the ball?
I think he had 1 touch.
Listen,
but mate,
it's all good.
I'll win a title race.
I think you can't write us off. I know that Liverpool fans, I know what's going to happen. There's always a story. Everyone's going to find a story. You guys who are watching this, you know what's going to happen. All week it's going to be the referee ruined the game. Liverpool did brilliantly to hang on. Tottenham barely broke down a 9-man team. The story's going to come out as to why you shouldn't back Tottenham and why you shouldn't believe at Tottenham. But as Tottenham fans, surely now, if we can stay relatively injury-free, then I look ahead and think if you can, as you say, get through to game 11 undefeated and pick up 9-10 points from the next 12, there's absolutely no reason why you can't at least be in a conversation where you can get to January within 6 points.
And the way we're playing, Levy's got to go into that market thinking, hang on, I've got the fans on board, I've got the manager on board, I've got the players on board. Now you have got to go into that window and buy. And I'm not talking about buying like here or there.
Lloyd Kelly.
Yeah. No. Or go and buy someone who's going to challenge that 11. You know, Son's best position in the last 8-9 years has been out wide, but we're playing him through the middle because we don't have a goal scorer.
Yeah.
So go and I mean, Ivan Toney, mate. Ivan Toney is available. Go break the bank, bring him in. You put Toney in this team right now, and another competent centre back, and you're knocking on the door now.
You heard it here first. Henry, where can people find you, mate?
At Henry Wright TV, title race, shameless. Mate, we're here. Subscribe to Shameless Football as well.
Get over to Shameless Football. Get to Henry Wright. Appreciate you, Henry, mate. Well done, mate. Come on, you Spurs.